Colby Covington wants the punk Sean Strickland after he takes the welterweight title off the champion Leon Edwards. Yep, that is correct. Colby Covington, in his mind, will beat Leon Edwards December 16th, UFC 296. And then he wants to move up a weight class to take on Sean Strickland because he's a fucking punk. We'll get into that in a minute. So first of all, listen, as we know, Sean Strickland's the man. He's the champ. He's everyone's favorite underdog. And Sean Strickland is pissing off Colby Covington. Here is what Colby had to say. First of all, regarding the fight with Izzy. Obviously, Israel overlooked him. He thought that he was just going to be able to breeze through this guy, and he probably didn't train very hard. And I think he's getting a little comfortable up there. He's made some big paychecks, and he's just not hungry like he used to be. It just opens the door for all the middleweights because that's the easiest guy in the division to beat. Honestly, it opens the door for me. I might go up and beat his ass. That guy's a punk. He got knocked out by Kamaru Usman like a little scrub. Fucking out, unconscious. So imagine what I would do to him as America's champ. Now listen, we're going to do a little fact checking here. I went and looked at Sean Strickland's record. He did lose to Kamaru Usman in 2017, but it was a unanimous decision. But still, Colby Covington is a hype machine. He really is. He's a great fighter, and it's a tough fight against Leon Edwards at UFC 296. A fight that, you know, given the form that Leon Edwards on right now, the way that he defended against Kamaru, I mean, he looked phenomenal in that. The takedown defense was on point. The striking was beautiful. The knees and the elbows in the clinch. It's a very, very dangerous fight. But on the flip side, Colby Covington is very different from Kamaru Usman. It's going to be a non-stop attack, high-paced action fight right from start to finish. But here's what Colby had to say. He said, there's a reason that Leon is delaying this matchup. He knows that I'm stylistically the hardest fight. And for me, it's just another fight, another pay-per-view main event. I don't remember the last time I fought a fucking 3-round prelim like some of these other bums that call out my name. I think it's a great stylistic fight, southpaw to southpaw, and I don't think he can keep up with my well-roundedness. He's going to be guessing the whole time. I'm taking him down. I'm striking. I'm taking him down. Look, I'm a black belt under Sensei Daniel Valverde. My submission skills, my finishing skills, I am coming to put this dude's lights out. He ain't going to make it 25 minutes with me. Okay, so that's Colby there. Of course, Leon will have something to say about that, and that fight will be sensational, okay? Sean Strickland's probably going to end up rematching Israel Adesanya. Dana White talked about it this week, said that Israel's in LA, and he said he already wants to fight again soon. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how that is going to play out, but we can't wait to see. But listen, we've had some big fight announcements recently. The end of the year, if you're a UFC fan, it's going to be sensational. Next month is Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveria, Paulo Costa, Khamzat Chimaev. That's just the main and co-main. That's a stacked card from start to finish. Then we switch gears. We go over to New York, the greatest of all time. We got John Jones and we got Stipe Miocic, right? John Jones returning the first real fight at heavyweight. And when I say real fight, that's not a disrespect to Cyril Gane. Love Cyril Gane. But John took him down quickly and it was over very fast. So it wasn't necessarily a fight for him. We didn't have all these questions answered like, can John take a real shot off a legit heavyweight? Will his gas tank continue throughout 5 rounds? Will he be able to fight at a high pace? We don't know because it ended quickly in the first round. Against Stipe Miocic, it's going to be a real fight. In fact, Daniel Cormier just said this week, he said, I will be very shocked if either man knocks each other out. This is going to be a hard fight for both men. And it really is. It really is. And that's a sensational fight. And we might see a double retirement. I've said it a few times now. Stipe, win or lose, right, probably retires. He's 41 years old now. And John Jones, if he wins, I think he might retire as well because he's done it. He's been there, got the t-shirt. Never mind that though. Never mind t-shirts. NFL fans, the season is starting to heat up with big plays and even bigger wins. This video is sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook, an official partner of the NFL, and I'm here to share some exciting news with you. Right now, new customers can bet just $5 and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. Use my promo code Bisping, and as I say, if you bet just $5, you're going to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Whether you're a Saturday college football fan or a die-hard for the NFL, DraftKings has betting options for you. DraftKings customers can also get skin in the game with same-game parlays. Combine multiple bets from the same game for a shot at an even bigger payout. So what more do you want? That's a sensational offer. If you're an NFL fan, take advantage of this. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app right now. New customers use the promo code Bisping. Bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That is promo code Bisping only at the DraftKings Sportsbook. Jiri Prochazka, the former light heavyweight champion, taking on Alex Pereira, the former middleweight champion. Listen, I can't wait for that main event. That's incredible. But Prochazka and Pereira, that's a ridiculous fight. I'm telling you right now, in terms of striking, in terms of excitement, in terms of non-stop action, that's what that's going to deliver. We all know Pereira. We know the striking acumen, the kickboxing skills that he had. Made his UFC light heavyweight debut against Jan Blachowicz. Wasn't the most exciting fight. There wasn't a high output, but it was at altitude in Salt Lake City, Utah. This is almost sea level. Madison Square Garden, New York City, one of the most legendary, iconic venues on planet Earth, and it brings out the best in all of those fighters. Didn't bring out the best in me, mind you. But Jiri Prochazka's coming back. I'm coming! The man, the samurai. Love this guy. He's out of his mind, okay? Pure violence, insane cardio, and just goes for it the whole time. And he's got proper knockout power. This is a tough fight for both men. And also, we've got Mackenzie Dern versus Jessica Andrade. That's a ridiculous fight as well. Go on, Mackenzie. Nothing against Jessica Andrade, but I used to train with Mackenzie. And then, of course, we come to the creme de la creme, the end of the year. Leon Edwards, Colby Covington, that is the whole reason for this video. He's out there talking a lot of shit, Colby Covington.
Just gonna sit there and mumble, bum, 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 mum, headshot dead. Bro, you even got guns in UK.
But that's what we like about him. He promotes the hell out of fights. He really does. He makes everybody interested. When he fought Kamaru Usman those two times, the second one at Madison Square Garden, Colby was on fire. I was there in the press conference. It was hilarious. It was engaging, and it made you want to see the fight.
If you want to answer from me, get down and give me 10 push-ups right now. Get on your hands and knees. What?
Now, of course, he lost that fight by a decision. Then he came back. He rebounded over Jorge Masvidal. You know, pretty dominating performance for him. Looked great, but he hasn't fought in almost 18 months. Now, to be fair, the champ Leon Edwards, he hasn't had the busiest time either, but he did defend the belt in March back in London, defended against Kamaru Usman, as I said. Before that, had one fight in 2022, two in 2021, two in 19, one in 18. But that doesn't matter, okay? Leon is going to show up sharp as hell, like he always does. The man is a complete professional, and he's main eventing a pay-per-view in Las Vegas at the T-Mobile Arena. If you don't think we're getting the best version of Leon Edwards that we've ever seen, you're out of your mind. And Colby Covington is going to bring it as well, because here's the reality for Colby Covington. I really like Colby. I love talking to him. But here's the situation. This will be his third title fight for the welterweight title. If he loses this one, probably a good chance he doesn't get another one. After all, he's 35 years old. Not the oldest, but not the youngest, okay? This could be the last time he fights for a belt, okay? And yes, he's had the interim belt, and that's all well and good, but we want the undisputed title. Colby is going to bring the best version of himself. He's going to push a ridiculous pace. He's going to go for those takedowns, and that's going to be the difference. And the striking, okay? He just puts together non-stop combinations. He will back you up against the fence. Bum, bum, bum. Level change, single leg, double leg, high crotch, chain wrestling, chaining the attacks non-stop, one after the other. The man is a cardio machine. And the reality is, he's going to have the crowd on his side. He's Donald Trump's favorite fighter. The crowd are going to love him. The fight's taking place in America. And a lot of Americans don't like the English. They love to talk about 1776. We don't give a shit. Anyway, that's going to be a sensational fight. And also on UFC 296, the flyweight title is on the line. The return of Alejandro Pantoja taking on Brandon Royval. Love Pantoja. What a fight he had against Brandon Moreno. That was a sensational performance. And he's so excited. Pantoja is ridiculous. They're the only two fights announced so far for UFC 296. But hey, two title fights, not bad, main and co-main. So there it is. UFC 294, Abu Dhabi. That's sick. 295, Madison Square Garden. Ridiculous card and ending the year in style. You know what's missing? You know what's missing? not my dog, because I'm going to strangle that thing because he's barking. I'm doing a video. Conor McGregor is who is missing. Of course, we were all hoping that the return of the Mac, Conor McGregor, would be at the T-Mobile Arena at the end of the year, December 16th, against Michael Chandler. But because of the USADA, the testing pool stuff, the 6 months, all the rest of it, you know the story. He's not here. So when's he going to fight? We don't know. The one person I feel sorry for throughout all of this is kind of Michael Chandler. Listen, Conor's set. He's got tons of money. We know this. And he's living his best life. In fact, even Dana talked about it this week. He said the man's made so much money, he's probably not hungry anymore. Something like that. I'm paraphrasing. Michael Chandler's had a great career, but he's not Conor McGregor, nowhere near it in terms of financial status. He wants to fight the best people. He wants the toughest challenges. And of course, Conor McGregor will also provide a massive, massive payday. But Chandler is not getting any younger either. He's probably in the last couple of years of his career as well. So regardless of when that fight takes place, we're all waiting for it. We can't wait for it. It's going to be brilliant, but still. Khamzat Chimaev, Paulo Costa, who wins? Okay, main event, Islam, Charles Oliveira. I'll say it again. Islam Makhachev is the man. I think he's incredible. Charles Oliveira is one of the most exciting fights that we've ever seen. He said that, look, I might have underestimated Islam. I didn't have a proper game plan. I didn't really formulate any kind of strategy. I just went at him, fought him like a maniac and got beat. Who wins that one? John Jones, Stipe, what's your picks? Pereira versus Prochazka. I'm going to get used to saying that. Who wins that one as well? But then, of course, Leon Edwards, Colby Covington to finish off the year. And what do you think of these comments from Colby about going up and fighting Sean Strickland? Okay, is he out of his mind? Does he have a point? I mean, he hasn't fought in 18 months. If he does beat Leon, if he beats Leon, would he get to jump up straight away and fight Sean Strickland? No chance. No chance in hell. But still, I love it. I love the hype. I love the shit talk. I love the trash talk. And I love you guys. Subscribe, ring the bell. Thank you very much. I'll see you soon.